From this day forward, it's going to be only America first. America first. As President of the United States, I will always put America first. America first. America first.
America first, or Russia first. What if I told you there are shocking claims suggesting a former U.S. President Donald Trump might have had covert ties to Russia for decades? Some say recruited by the KGB under the code name Krasnov.
And Donald Trump has got all these weird connections with Russia.
Donald Trump says he admires Vladimir Putin.
Is President Trump a Russian asset?
Today, we'll explore these controversial allegations and classified reports that could change the way you see Donald Trump forever. Welcome back to Decoded Territory. In this video, we'll explore one of the most controversial questions in modern politics. Could Donald Trump have been a Russian asset? Was he secretly recruited by the KGB? Or is there a simpler explanation behind his complex relationship with Russia? Recently, the interaction between former U.S. President Trump and Ukrainian President Zelensky in the Oval Office sparked controversy.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that. Remember this.
You're
not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now.
Including demands for Ukraine to repay aid and threats to seize its minerals, raised questions about America's role in advocating global justice. Critics argue that Trump's actions undermine Ukraine's sovereignty, especially amid its ongoing conflict with Russia. Trump has often blamed his predecessors, Biden and Obama, for various issues.
Obama, Biden, and the Democrats put policy first. Their policy was horrible, and their politics was even worse.
But his approach has been seen as chaotic and disrespectful to the dignity of the presidency. Some speculate that his actions are part of a larger agenda to dismantle international institutions like NATO, the WHO, the USAID, and the IMF, which the U.S. has supported for decades. In other words, he is destroying all the American structures that the United States has spent trillions of dollars on for decades. Why is he exposing America? Because he is not only the President of the United States, but also a Russian agent. Yes, you heard me right. This is not an accusation we made. This is an accusation by all these media and individuals. In fact, U.S. President Trump has not opposed Russian President Putin. He has only been constantly praising him, echoing Moscow's views. What does it mean when he does not give Ukraine a place in the Russia-Ukraine peace talks? What kind of justice is this for a country that is losing its land? Who is being beaten? Who is being suppressed does not have its voice heard. Yes, he is straightening the salt, meaning Putin's loyalty. Do you know in 2016, Trump is now a presidential candidate, and suddenly he's praising Vladimir Putin. Trump goes out of his way to defend Putin. He praises him for being a strong leader. He dismisses Russian interference in the U.S. election as a hoax.
I mean, it could be Russia, but it could also be China. It could also be lots of other people. It also could be somebody sitting on their bed that weighs 400 pounds, okay?
Was this just Trump being Trump, or was this the influence of something much darker? Similarly, in 2017, a former spy of Britain published a report in which said that Putin had highly classified information about Trump. Currently, U.S. President Donald Trump is reversing all the decisions made by former U.S. governments one after another to make it easier for Russian President Vladimir Putin. Former KGB chief Alner Muziev, who is a staunch critic of the KGB, has made it clear that Trump was recruited by the KGB as a spy in the 1980s and that Trump is a long-term Russian asset. According to a former KGB chief, Trump was recruited by Moscow in the 1980s under the code name Krasnov, and claims that Putin has a complete file on him. When Trump was 40 years old, he was facing a major financial crisis. At that time, the Soviet Union contacted him and asked him to work for them for a long time and become the asset of the Soviet Union. At that time, The Soviet Union recruited him on the condition that he would work with them for a long time and be used when the time came. The American media has taken this issue seriously. However, this is not the first time that such allegations have been made against Trump. In 2021, another Russian spy raised a similar issue. That spy claimed that Trump had made a deal with Russia. He claims that a complete file on Trump's financial details, the problems he faced at that time, and how the Soviet Union helped him is on Putin's desk. The Guardian published an article titled "The Perfect Target Russia Cultivated" on this subject, according to which Russia has been nurturing Trump as an asset for 40 years. Alner Muziev's statement comes at a time when Trump has left the world in one place. He is loyal to Russian President Putin and is dancing according to his wishes. Trump has openly called Zelensky to his office and humiliated him. He is even calling Ukrainian President Zelensky a dictator.
A dictator without elections. Zelensky better move fast or he's not going to have a country left. Gotta move fast, because...
Who has been labeled a dictator by the world. Trump is in collusion with him. The world has seen what happened in the Oval Office. When a reporter asked him if he called Zelensky a dictator, but did he also call Putin a dictator? He replied that he would not use such words lightly for Putin.
I don't use those words lightly. I think that we're going to see how it all works out. Let's see what happens.
This clearly raises doubts about why Trump is so loyal to Putin. In fact, Trump has not just become close to Putin. At the Russia-US summit in Helsinki, Finland, in 2018, Trump made statements that strengthened Russia's position.
I have great confidence in my intelligence people, but I will tell you that President Putin was extremely strong and powerful in his denial today. I have President Putin, he just said it's not Russia. I will say this, I don't see any reason why it would be.
He stood up to his own investigative agency, the FBI, and supported Russia. At that time, Americans were shocked by the actions of their president. If you go back to 2016, Kevin McCarthy said in the U.S. Congress that the way Trump praises Putin and supports Putin, it seems that Putin is giving him money. According to the New York Times, in the 1980s, Trump's business empire was on the brink of collapse. But then, he made an unexpected comeback that shocked the world. According to a former KGB chief, that wasn't luck. He claims Trump was recruited by a special KGB department in 1987, designed to create new spies and gather intelligence through money and power. The department allegedly gave Trump the code name Krasnov and helped him rise again, in exchange for loyalty. The twist? His records were wiped from the KGB to cover any trace. But Putin, it said, still holds Trump's secret file and played a key role in his path to power. Could that explain why Trump remains unusually respectful toward Putin? Similar accusations were made against Trump in 2021. According to former KGB spy Yuri Shvets, Trump was put on the Soviet Union's radar in 1977. This report was published by The Guardian. According to Yuri, it took them 10 years to win Trump over. In 1987, Trump and his wife Ivana first visited Moscow and St. Petersburg. At that time, he was given many offers. Then he was gradually asked to enter politics. Not only this, he was also told that if we make him our own place in politics, we will be more useful to us. Trump falling into Putin's trap one after another, and such evidence coming out, is pushing American politics towards a serious turn. American politics is currently moving in such a way that no one can make any guesses. Why is Trump so bowing down and loyal to Putin? This is a serious question. If the ceasefire is only for peace, then why is it being decided not to even let Ukraine sit in on the talks? There are many questions here. Although such accusations against Trump may be intentional, there are many situations in which Trump is suspected at this time. We want to hear your thoughts. What do you think? Is Donald Trump a Russian asset? Or is this just a case of political power gone awry? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this investigation intriguing, Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any future deep dives into the stories that shape our world, where we decode the layers of history and territory that changes the way you see the world. Thanks for watching Decoded Territory.